Breakfast Club. My name is Darren Hancock, and this is October the 8th, 2025. Welcome, everybody. What have we got in store for ourselves today in the markets? Let's have a look at a 4-hour chart here and start backwards. I certainly would enjoy seeing a big deep dive here today. We have FOMC on the cards today. If we revisit up here today at 127, anywhere inside that one would be looking for a quick reversal this week. I'm not sure we're inside this 4-hour fair value gap right now, and I don't really have that. We're just pretty much stuck in the middle of this thing, so we got to get above it or below it with a body here to see if I got any direction. So still doing a lot of damage right now. I got no real direction here. We're inside this range. We're inside the discount here, the premium here. We're just banging around there. Gotta wait for some movement because the bus is coming. It's just not it won't be it'll either be a huge bus and it'll just take off on us and you'll be really quick and nimble to catch it. So time and price is going to be important this morning. Or it's just going to waffle around in here. And the big move has been done for the week. I still feel like it wants to go down. If we can get it back up and purge this lot, get back into this breaker here, and then run lower. That would be back in Tuesday's first presentation for a value gap. And we'll see if we actually stay on the lower half of that. The bodies respect the lower half of that. So I don't have a heck of a lot for you right now. What's ES up to? See, ES has already made its way to that breaker that we're talking about here on NASDAQ. We want to see it get back up into this breaker. Oh, theirs is up there. this breaker down here, well, it's not really a breaker. It's more mitigation, doesn't take out a high. This becomes the breaker that takes out that high. ES has an actual breaker, and they've already bounced off of it. Got to change in direction. Body respects that. Takes out the lows. So you want to see a market structure shift. I want to see something significant down here. Take this out. Clear this SIBI out on the downside. Then use that as support to go lower. If we can get above here. See if that goes. Uses this as support to go higher. What is oil up to this morning? We can find some support in here. I like to see oil make a dash above this last little bull trap. Find some support at that, and then start P1, 2, 3, 4. Start taking off those boxes inside the crude oil range, this large range that we're in. This is the breaker. Bitcoin trades up, comes back into it, goes higher. If we're just using bodies, we're above 50%. Last candle, traded through it, run back to the next SIBI. Creates a turn, supports it, goes higher, change in direction, takes out the low. This could run up into here yet. I want to see here to here. We tag that box, go lower, start another nice little run back into this range. $126,000 for an imaginary coin. Not imaginary, but hey, there's nothing tangible about Bitcoin. All just mathematical numbers. This, what I want to see. I want to see this take right off now. This is good. Gold just keep marching higher, hey? See, each one of these bear candles are finding support off them. Support. Run higher. Wait for this to get validated and then find support. It's off and away. Bond market, we're looking for a rundown lower. So far, we're in a little dive down right now. I'm going to put that down as a daily so we can keep track of that a little better. We want to see it get below here on the weekly, come back, find support at that, and start pushing lower. Head for these relative equal lows. If you're into the 10-week bond. The little piggies are still finding support. They trade below that level right there, into it. Lower support. I want to see this break. We traded below it here, back into it. Just need to see that. So you traded below it, back into it, head lower, extend the range. Rinse and repeat. No need to complicate things. Keep it simple. Occam's razor. There we go. GBP. The British pound. Looking for an internal range liquidity from box to box right now. So this box has been validated right here. We ran up to box, so it's literally all in one candle. You went box to box, 5 minutes inside that small range. I want to see a body get above here, start eating through this, and start running for the next one, which is 132.42 for the pound. Pulling the fib tool inside here, get above this one, find some support, and here start targeting your internal range liquidity, targeting 116.57. Discount premium, range extension, looking for upside liquidity. Morning Hadi, morning Hans, Craig. Yes, it is. Does look like a seek and destroy profile today. Morning Russell. one more week, you guys, and the great Toronto Summit, Trade Summit will begin. So far, so good. This is holding. Let's wait for a change in direction. I want to see it go lower from there. TTs? What are TTs? Russell, you never heard of TTs before? It's a nice little retest. See it eat through 62%. The Toronto Trade Summit. There's really nothing in here other than this. See that just start coming down. Well, we already saw a lady, we went to the store the other day, and we saw the snow on this woman's roof. We're like, what the hell's all that snow doing up there? There was a lick of snow around us, but apparently one town over, they had the big dump of snow. She brought a car in. She wants to come from out of town, and her car was covered in it. It's like, what the hell? Where'd that come from? Still feel like summer's still here. Like we were up to, I think 13 degrees, 14 degrees yesterday, which is relatively warm compared to our 30 belows. That was a nice hot day. So yeah, snow is just around the corner, man, literally. And they expect snow on Sunday. What's Toronto weather like out there, Adi? You guys getting cold out there yet? Oh, it was crazy full moon last night. We had this big harvest moon coming up over the top of someone's house. We're like, holy smokes, that thing's huge. It is getting cold, hey? Well, if you could warm it up a little for me for next week, that'd be really nice. We'd appreciate that. That'd be very hospitable of you. So far, this little breaker is still holding. We have London low right here. Got the Asia low here, and then New York PM session from yesterday. All those little lines right here are all lined up ready for some delivery. I'm looking right down in here now to see if we got some. Yes, indeed, they do. That daily BISI fair value gap sitting right there too. I just want to see that go charging down there. It's that 956 level. If I get a little structure break here and a retest of this box, I like to get a short out of that. What do you got here on a 5-minute? I guess you'd have to see this structure break down here. Take the London low and use London low as support to go lower. So what I want to see on the open then is a run back up. Clear out this liquidity first. So the first direction, you want to see it go higher and then reverse on you. And I want to see it get back up into 125, 126 area. 6 a.m. That'd be fine too. That's yesterday, 6 a.m. Let's put in today's 6 a.m. Sending some warm wishes out to Abs. Wishing him a speedy recovery. Rest well, my friend. Rest well. Get healthy. See if we can get back through here. There's the retest here. Traded above. Got a little swing here. Changing direction. Enter long here. You're inside this small little range, so not much to hunt for in there, but I can see it. Keep your stick on the ice, you guys. It's a nice box to box there as well, but again, very tight little range, so you want to wait for a big structure break here to catch a big run. This is like really nibbling every little crumb out of the market. See, it's looking like we've hit our premium here. You just want to see something nice and bold and clean like this. Pop through, tap it, and leave with intention. It's not pretty price action, let me tell you. Body's above here now. Find support at this. Let's see that go higher from here. Top loss is going to go just below there. A really bold move above. See if it kicks off of here. giving this, I didn't want to see the mean threshold of that candle. So we're sitting like right on it right now. I'm going to see that react off here and go higher. The fact that it topped and then stopped again, you got one more candle. See that? That's precision right there. I'll pay for the trade. That means I want to see that high hold and that hold, because this has been validated now. So you can come back, tap that, half that there. I'm sitting just above the open, so this spread will still be more than, I just want to see this tap and go. If it's clean, I just want to see it tap and go. Find your support here. Keep going higher. If I take out that high, I'll move to the bottom of this candle. Now it's a zero stretch trade, so now I want to see inside here. There's 70% optimum trade entry. Reversal. So I want to see that keep pushing up in here, here, eventually here, and look for this cluster of liquidity above the market there for 930. So I'll just let it run now and see. And you get a little pool up here as well. So that was demanding some real precision here to hold. Now I want to see this candle hold. Keep going higher. So we can get to 75. Then I'll move this to, I'll be just below here anyway. You get to 75, I'll move to 70. Right here. Comes back and tags me now from 75% and reverses, then, oh, there's 78. Move to 75. So that's a quick little internal range liquidity hunt. You hit your premium levels as well. Now if that continues to run through this level, then you can look to get on top of that. So that's grabbing a little internal range liquidity run. And you just wait for a new setup. I'm looking to get a new laptop. There's this new system I have for extra monitors, only works on new computers. I cannot get it to work on my 2 laptops. Can't get it to work at all. I only get one screen working. I put adapters on the damn thing, still can't get it to work. So my wife, I gave my wife a new computer yesterday or a couple of days ago, and I tried it on hers and it worked fine. So like all things, like a new bloody iPhone, right? You got to get a new one because after a while they put some sort of computer program in there that spins it, screws with you, wrecks your battery or drains your battery or whatever. There's a nice little run for the liquidity above the market. Now, how many of you are saying, well, if you would have left that alone, you would have made higher? Not the way to think, man. Not the way to think. Pay yourself on the way up. Wait for another setup to happen. We used one model, follow the rules of the one model. Because it's always, hindsight's always 20/20, right? So another one is just trading, and as soon as the candle's finished, move to the previous candle behind it. The previous candle behind it, you would have still been solid there. Should be sitting right here right now. It doesn't. So take profit model 1 got me to about 75% or so. So look at another one is just stay on the back ends of each one of them. Did you hit your rejection block? Right on the money. Pay yourself. Now take profit model 2 would have been like box to box, and you hit that right there. Take profit model 3 would be wait for these BISIs to get traded through, and when they get traded through on a close, you're on the wrong side of it. So if you were pulling that up candle to candle, you'd be out right there as well. Take profit model 3, if it closes below here, comes back into it, taps it, that's a close. Take profit model 4. almost 2.5. So as soon as you get to 1, pay yourself. Get to 2, move to 1, pay yourself. 3, get to another one, move to 2 and pay yourself. Now you may have chose to go that route instead. Just shy of 1 though. So take profit model 3, see how we close below it, enter it. So you'd be out of a take profit model 3 right there. So you're pretty close to the 75% in the end. So all 4 of those models would have paid you on the way up for internal range liquidity and looking for this run above the high and demanding price action right there. Anyway. That's all I've got to say about that. I'll look for a retest here and roll over and come lower. We've got lots of liquidity above us. And there's still a little pocket up here to still trade into. There's the retest. You want to see that come lower now? This is what you want to see in ES. You want to see ES come down, retest this, or get above this level with a nice little fair value gap, find some support, and I'm starting to target P1, P2, 3, 4. Low's been taken already. So you must find support in this area here and roll over and come lower if you're looking for oil to get lower. These guys aren't doing anything right now. It was a 4-hour chart. Let's get to a 1-hour chart. A little high taken, change in direction. Come back, tap that high there. And then start moving higher. Nice for that pocket there. Retest. We traded, but we haven't traded above this level yet. But we have broken this BISI. And we have not retested it. Finally hitting our upside box. This is what we want to see. I want to see this run higher into this level, into this box right here, 126. Then I want to see it quickly reject that. So I'm looking for any sign of a reversal. As soon as we get above these highs, I'm looking for a reversal. Right into that consequent encroachment of that. Nice rejection off that. Nice, clean, quick reaction. This is where you get some whipsawing going on at 9:30. So we've got 2 more minutes. Don't get tempted here. Just wait. Move to the sideline. The big blue bus, yes, Hadi, I want to see that come down. A big blue bus, not a gold, yellow bus. Yellow bus higher on the initial, and then just drive it right down. Take the big blue express. I'm with you, Hadi. I'm with you, buddy. $126 to $145. I'm all in there. And at worst, I'm gonna say at worst, right here, 153. 153 to 164. That's if this starts to give way, then I'm targeting this. $164. That's 62%, right on the money. Here she comes. Send it higher. So inside this range, 62% will put you right inside this inversion. I want to see that act as support. Ideally, I want to see this off that low. Quick reaction off that. Look for any market structure shift with a fair value gap. And if it just keeps going higher, that's my target. I'll leave that there just so you can see. Send it. My guest, lower first and higher. Oh, sorry, Derek. You're out, buddy. We're going higher. 9:30. Unless this is right, Derek. You said it's going to go lower first and then higher. Come on, bring it. How many of you are chasing this? Right off this high here. $126, that's our low. What's that low right there? 124. 122.50. So we're in the low. Another 126. That's that 4 hour. Tappy Toodle. Now we're looking for any reversal in here. You can watch your 15-second charts. 1 minute charts. And if we don't get this or this, looking for 62% there. I don't want to see it break the top of that at 174. There's the 130. Hands in your pockets. Yeah, it's right off the 3 a.m. And all the way up into that 164 puts you right inside the deep inside that 3 a.m. candle. And then the high of that will put you at the bottom of the next 3 a.m. candle. Nice. Don't think it's done going higher yet. That'd be right off of here if it did. Didn't get above here with a close yet. This guy's on a dive here. Discount box broken. Trade back into it. Run lower. That's nice and clean. Look at that. Break it. Retest it. Run lower. What's Bitcoin up to? Still hasn't hit our level yet. This is a retest. I want to see that go lower now. You've already taken this out though, so be careful of this. You have to demand some real clean action here. This is really going to start to accelerate through the wick of this candle. This has to hold price. Stop loss would sit just above this candle, but I want to see this hold price. I don't even want to see it start digging into this. Precision is demand of this no more than the consequent encroachment of that 4-hour overlap with a monthly. There's like multiple overlaps here. So I want to see that hold and then start coming lower. Look at the 3-hour Hadi of the 3 a.m. candle at 150. And that's just shy of our 152, 153, somewhere around there. So I'm looking for up here. This midnight open would be awesome to see it hit this and then reverse. Keep pushing. Keep coming. Bingo. Right on the beezer. Now, right on the beezer. Look at that. Look at that. Is that a data point or what? It still may not be done up there yet. So I want to see this hang open now, 6 a.m. Look at that. Come right down and just use it 6 a.m. Okay, don't use it 6 a.m. I was going to use it, say, that'd be perfect to hold that in there. Now I want to see it drop through here, find support at this, and then break market structure down here before I consider this coming lower. So we come right back and filled it. If we do go higher, don't forget we've still got that 62 at 164 has more potential upside, and my maximum is 175. I start to lose my love for this as we start digging back into this little hourly inversion. This is what I want to see. And then this perfect level, bounce off of here, take this, then come back into that order block. There's a retest and going lower now. That's nice. Change in direction. Wait for the structure break. Now an ideal would be hits right here at 137 and then starts to go lower. And if it trades back above that on a close, then you know you're going higher. Close off your trade. So just think about the range that you're in right now. From here to here. Don't panic, don't rush. So 50%, you're into the premium. That's what you want to have a premium, sell at a discount, right? So that's just over the premium. Inside the box we're looking for a continuation on the downside. And now you pay yourself 60, 72% inside this quick range here. That's take profit model 1, quick and easy. And you'll find out if you're on the wrong side of this. So you went all the way down to 78%, then it came back to get at 75, moved to the sidelines and wait. That's how power take profit model 1. It'll save you as if you're on the wrong side of this and it starts to rip back against you. You've paid yourself on the way down. And you get to zero stress real quick. And you may just use that as a move into, as soon as it hits 62%, you move into break even and let it run now, because you're hitting a peak level that we're looking to see some support at right there. And I want to see it just start rocketing from here. Just leave it alone now. Just be, or you could put your stop loss just above here. Say, now I want to see that hold. As soon as it breaks this market structure on the downside here, stop loss goes just above your entry here. So this is acting like a bear trap, so be careful of this. There's like the perfect place. Now we'll see how this acts. Oh, sorry, right here. We'll see how that acts from there. So let's just do one short there. As usual, I've clicked it and we'll see where that goes. And I can't even get in it. There we go. Now stop loss will go just above here. So if I'm on the wrong side of that, we shouldn't revisit this, right? Let me just put that just above there. I'm out. Wrong side. Now we're going higher. That's the bear trap. Ideal spot. Now you want to see it come back right there. Now you get out at break even. See that? I just put my stop loss there. If the stop loss was there, I'd be out at break even right now. That's just because I was demanding like that has got a hold price. And you're in the 8 or the 9:30 to 10, so we're expecting a lot more wick stuff. So either way, demand precision. This, when I was down here, we demanded precision at that level. That gave us the precision we're looking for. A bit higher, demanding the same thing here. Now it's just saying, nope, screw you, we're out of here. We have no swing low, but we've got these two overlapping arrays. This one says, I want to hold it to go lower. This one says, I want to see it break me and go higher. I want to take this higher. So you find out which battle wins. That guy just gives you the indication you lose, you're about to win. If we hold there and go higher, rejection block, and look for that 164. Yeah, you want to see a market structure shift here. If we get a body break above here, I'm aiming for that 164, which we're right close to getting right now. There's the midnight open. That's 62% of the range right there. 164. So we're just waiting for that to pop right onto 164. This is all good inside here. Any reversals. Now we're waiting for a market structure shift. That's why you got to be careful of this. If you get in early, you always have to look at this as a potential bear trap, because if it just comes down into that rejection block and then pulls back on you like it did, then you're like, there's no reason it should come back here. It's already done its thing. It says, no, I've got other intentions here. There's 64. So now you've hit the 64% of the range. Now the top of it is right there. And then I switch to bullish, obviously in the whole range. If we break 174. I don't marry the idea that we're going to go lower until you break here on the hourly. This is all bullish. But on the lower time frames, we're just looking to see if we can get a retracement at least back into here and see if it follows through. Thanks, Hans. Appreciate it, buddy. I think we're just going to rip through here and come back and take all this lot out. I still want to see this big ripper down candle. There's lots of pools of liquidity sitting below here, and new day opening, new week opening gaps below us. So now we've hit, now I'm just looking, you're looking at this higher time frame level, support. Now I'm looking for any opportunity on the lower time frames to confirm that that level we just hit right there, I'm expecting to see some sort of reaction off of that, right? So if we see this, then we're looking internal range liquidity. We take that, come back into it. You're hunting internal range liquidity. So you'll be going from box to box, internal range liquidity, because that'll be above 50%. So watch here. See, that's right in that little area there. So that's a premium to a discount. Mark it out on your charts. Wait for a body to get below here. Again, if it doesn't break below there and keeps going higher, we look for our next objective. And if you're not in this long, then you look for a reversal, and it's taken off on you, right? If you would have caught that right off the high, or you say, okay, I'm waiting for this to get broken to the upside, it does, comes back, gives you a tap, you go long right there. If you would have caught your long right off this premium box right here, or this SIBI right here, because that's where it closed right there above it, tap it, and you were in long there, you have not broken a BISI on the downside. You did break it here, so you'd be out there. Or you're looking at this larger range and said, I want to see a market structure break for me to continue going lower. Same kind of thing here. You don't want to see a market structure break. So you're expecting a trade from here into here. And if you break that on the downside, we're expecting to see this get taken, right? We're expecting to see the bear trap fail. And if you're new to ICT concepts, you're just going to think we're just chasing price, or we're looking for very specific levels that ICT has pointed out, and we're just using them to anticipate a change in direction. We're looking for our setup inside the lower time frames when we're looking for these higher time frame objectives to get hit. So we're not predicting the high, but we'll see the high form in here when it forms. So it takes that whole guesswork out of it's definitely going to be here. Well, take that out, but we can bring you as close to that as we can by waiting for the market structured and for the reversal pattern to set up. As the reverse starts to set up and the market structure shifts, then we know that's the high, and then we'll start coming lower until we see a new reversal and it takes that out and says, nope, we're still going higher. But at least we'll be able to stay on the horse. That's the whole purpose of the channel, is to stay on the horse and be on the right side of the market 99% of the time. And when you get whipsaw moments, that's when the horses just saw a snake, you got thrown off, and then you're running after the horse. And you're waiting for him to come back, calm down, get back on him again. But we'll see, wherever the high is formed in here, we'll see it right down in the 1 minute chart. Trust me, you'll see it. You will see it. Keep your eyes on these two imbalances here. I'm with you, Hadi. If we break 175, then I'm looking for 212. I'm not looking for 212 just yet. We're inside this little breaker right here. I want to see if this holds, and we're already into the mean threshold of it. Like if you take the hourly here and you just shuffle it out and just go like this, take the bodies, equilibrium sitting right there, right where we just hit 170, which is 170 right there. That's the equilibrium of that breaker, right? So I want to see if this if that holds now. And you're still inside this. I want to see it reject. So now I'm losing my love for this to go lower as we start digging into this. An area of sensitivity we were looking for here and here. They're giving them up. Then you're looking for this one, and this one. And they're giving them up. So I'm losing my love for this going lower right now. And we're still marching higher. So if you're in this long, stick with it, and you're aiming for these 211, 212. Now see how we're getting above that? So I'm starting to switch over to bullish overall. We're still bullish. Much more bullish overall if we close above here. Yeah, I agree with you. See, nothing supported a change in direction here yet, right? So you're still marching higher. So there's the regular midnight open range, 6 a.m. Looking for that 212 to 217. I'll put the little box in here. Overlapping opens. Tell me that's not specific PD arrays there. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. You got 3 practically overlapping there and 1 sitting right there. So you got 5 arrays and they're practically overlapping themselves all in a matter of like 3 handles, 4 handles. And what overlaps here on the daily? What is overlapping right there on the daily? Let me just stretch that out and have a look. $208. Ooh, just shy of it. $208 is the next. They're all very close. So literally, we've opened and closed right on it. You see that? The new hour begins. We've opened. We've closed on it and opened on it. Now we're gunning for this 212. You got overlapping 830s here with a premium array on the hourly. This is what we're looking for right here. That's our box. Bingo. There's 212. Now I want to see, just come into the consequent encroachment at 214. You got to see a market structure shift after this now because there's nothing in here except here. I want to see this candle get taken out of the downside, use this as support, Keep coming. Mm-hmm. Well, if we get through this level, start looking for that one. $125 to $116. And don't forget, we've got nothing in here that indicates that it's turning yet. How many of you are lamenting missing this? Or do you just go, this is great? It's a very quick, aggressive run higher on an hourly level. That's just a whole pocket of bags of gold waiting below you. There's 830. There's one of them been hit. There's both of them and the consequent encroachment. Just keep waiting. Just wait for you're the sniper with the crosshairs right now. You're just waiting for that opportunity to see something. Then the decision is, do you have the courage to pull the trigger when you see it? That's it, Russell. It's not a big move up for us. It's an opportunity to catch a whole bunch of change on the way down. It's like them exploring and digging all the dirt away, and you just go, look at that beautiful buried treasure they've unearthed for us here. Let's go back and get some of it. So it's just waiting. Let somebody else dig the hole. Then we'll run in and grab the cash. Yeah, I do like that. I love it's just bouncing around in here now. Right off some important levels, overlapping levels. And it's also that 25% of the, no, you want to see weakness here on the daily chart. If you look at the wick, we're right in 25% of the wick. And we're just shy of the, you want to see it just popping to here. That's it. This is the place to see a turn. If that higher time frame objective is going to hold, the 15-minute, if it starts to get through here, look for the 15-minute objectives. And if you lose that, is there even a 5-minute? Yeah, there's one at 260. And after that, you're on your own. Silver bullet time. So Tuesday's overlapping array with this 15-minute is right here. That's the first presentation on Tuesday. That puts us right inside here. $231. There's 231. Right on the Beezer. All-time highs. You guys know it drives me nuts when I hear people say, oh, it's going for the highs. You don't know it's going for the highs yet. There's 231. Who's the genius that thought lower first? Well, you were right, Derek. It did have off the 930. I think we did go lower. So we're saying yes, you're right. It did go lower and then went higher. You weren't wrong. I was only half right as well. I wanted it to go higher, but I wanted to see it turn in here. And right now we've seen nothing to validate the turn. It just kept going higher. You shut that computer down, Derek. You get yourself a new computer. It clearly doesn't know what it's talking about. Okay. Let's see a structure break here. This is a change in right here. Keep your eyes on that little level right there. And we want to see the bull trap give way. The bear trap. Wait for all this to break first. And ideally, if you're looking at this whole range here, you want to see this whole thing break. I don't have really a SIBI, so basically you're looking at, this is kind of the idea I'm looking at here. This new way of looking at this is looking at the BISI and look all the way down in here for the SIBI. And when that SIBI gets broken along with its low, that's the market structure shift for a continuation. Otherwise, we're just hunting potentially just inside here. We could retrace all the way down like this and then continue going higher. And you're like, oh, I thought for sure it was going to run back lower. So you'd be hunting internal range liquidity after here. Look at that, open and closing right on it. Came back inside. What's the high of this candle? 1950. What's the close of that candle? 1950, right on the beezer. So there's the turn. Wait for it. Retest here. I like that. Retest that candle. I want to see this hold right now. Start running for our bear trap. There's the one, the other 15-minute, I think it was. Yeah, the bottom of, no, that's the hourly. So if we get below the hourly here and come back in, find support on the hourly, start coming lower. Inside this candle. Keep coming. Inside this range, you're already in the discount. So if this runs back through here again, then you know we're waiting for market structure shift. All you're looking at here is from premium above 50% to discount below, and you hit 62, almost shy of 70% reversal. So now this level, I'd like to see it get a little tap on it. This little order block right here, right up to the tap there is where you want to look for support. Keep coming lower. If you get back through here, it's still going higher. Bear trap held. And you've got your internal range liquidity. You've traded through the 1 hour. You've traded all the way back up inside the 1 hour. Look for this candle here and this little swing point. You see movement. You see movement in the trees. You get your crosshairs. You're hunting for where is that little beast. The sniper is looking right here. You just come into my crosshairs and you pull the shutter and take the picture. You thought I was shooting at him. Still nothing yet. This is just internal range liquidity. That's all that little run is in there. Back to order block support, go higher. So here, short, order block, higher, get on top of this, still going higher. Or bear trap. So there's the ideal perfect place like we did down here. We didn't want to see it break above it. It did give you an opportunity to get out. It's going higher right there. Perfect opportunity. If it's going higher, right there. If it goes higher, comes back, taps, you'll get you out at break even. Now you want to see this get taken here. And then here. If it comes back into the mean threshold of that candle, goes higher, you're bouncing off these two arrays right here right now, 15 and a 1 hour. Stay on the horse. Just look at the data points and see where one holds, one gives. We're looking for this to give us our reversal. You're starting to see the change in direction right here. So far, that perfect level supporting price, you'd pay yourself right there and you'd be at break even right now and leave the rest to run. You'd be stress free, let it run. Because if this is the turn point right now for this top to form and we're running lower, you're already at a stress free trade. If that comes back through, who cares? You already nibbled a little piece off right here. And we're talking about very precise levels. Very precise levels. And as soon as it takes out rejection block, pay yourself, or low, pay yourself. Next thing is look for this low. You're going to lose half the wick and then just keep running it down into here. Unfortunately, there's no SIBI on this side. All you've got is this quick immediate rebalance right here of this candle and then went higher. So I'd be looking at this area right here. I'll be marking that out to see if we retrace back into that and go lower, or into this little break area that takes out this high, goes higher. And see how we're just kind of waffling around right now? Not giving us any. So we're slightly bearish, slightly bearish. Yeah, it hit 232, which is, that is the consequent encroachment of the wick from yesterday. So usually you want to see no more than that get broken, otherwise further upside. So I was hoping that 25% of that wick was the weakness, would show weakness and go lower, but now we've hit 50%. So now you want to see weakness here. I just want to deny all the people that kept saying, oh, it's going to make all-time highs. No, 50% of that wick, reject, not giving you your highs. Watch down here. See how that was a perfect entry we're talking about right as it's happening. Look at that. There's the turn. How beautiful is this? Good. So now you're going to wait for this to close below here. Four, three, two, one. There you go. You can get one short there. A little tap, that low. Put the stop loss above the high. And let her buck, see if it goes from there. Now this can come back all the way back up and retest this candle. So for me, if this is on the wrong side, if this goes on the wrong side, watch this reverse here, here, and then that order block has to get taken to the upside. Market structure shift is up here for continuation. So if I'm on the wrong side of this, here's the first indication, and I just want to see a retracement back into this candle, roll over and go lower. So watch here and here. Those are the two levels that if we come back inside this range right here, you got to say, how much am I willing to give this as support off that level to roll over, come lower, or 62%, which is a retest of this. And that means we would have to wick through here and here all the way up into there. So if I start to see us start an attack 70%, that candle on the upside, then they'll take me out. So that's my rationale inside here. You got to allow for some drawback into here. So if this was Derek's perspective, you'd be getting your premium, you want to sell it at a discount. So right off that candle, you catch your short there instead of where I caught it down here. And you want to see it accelerate down. Now that you've hit this level, you want to see this really start to accelerate lower, not still starting to climb back into that range. So if this candle gets eaten through, I'll close my trade out. See how we've traded above this level now? So you got to change in direction inside this range. So now you have to ask yourself, now that we've retested this, I want to see this go higher inside this range. Now you say, where's 50%, 62%, internal range liquidity hunt? Or you say, if this is the high from the higher time frame objective, I want to see this go lower. So see, you can argue two different directions. One's for internal range liquidity, and another one is for support of a higher time frame data point to go lower. And that's kind of what you're playing. You're playing one against the other here. So you know it fails if we start to climb above here and we lose this candle. See, you lost that one there. I wanted to see this act like a bear trap now. There's 70% optimum trade entry reversal. So just kind of keep your eye on it and watch what's going on. Where's your line in the sand for your trade short? Mine's sitting above this market structure shift here. And I'm seeing it already starting to fail here. Fail here. Let's come back into that one there. So it's twice it's failed. And if that starts to eat through that, then you start to go, I'm on the wrong side of this. So I'm on the wrong side of it right here, but inside this range. And I want that higher time frame to hold. So you got to allow all this, or enter in at a higher premium if you expect to see a return like that. The body's respecting that 70%. Get rid of that now. Oh, they're right on it now. So you can see how change. Now we're above this level here. Rejection block. I'm just gonna let it go. I'm this much committed to it, so if that just retests here, rolls over and comes back to here, that has to be my high now. See, change in direction. You see how much you got to say, how much am I willing to give up of this being the turn point? You see it, prepare it right here, and it's failed. And watch this. If that turns around right now, right off the top of that, that would be a bit frustrating, but that's okay. That's okay, we'll watch. That's when you say, leave it above the high. That's too much to endure. So now you have to wait for this whole range to get broken and this to take on the downside, market structure shift, come back into this level, keep going lower. So far that's still holding. If we get up on top of this candle and use it as support, look for more higher prices here. We're above that level now, and you've closed above here, so I want to see that go higher from here. I'm going to be one tick below that low. I don't want to see the mean threshold of this candle go now. And if this gets taken, then I'm done, because that's definitely not acting the way I want it to act. So rejection block's been hit. So look, we're eating through the mean threshold of that already. Nope, we're going to go lower now. Son of a bitch. Looking for these levels down here. It's too tight. Wait for a market structure shift now. We're through the mean threshold of that. Inside this range here now. Wait for here. I'm getting chucked off the horse here. Gotta stay focused. Where are we at? Yeah, it's a good idea, Hadi. This is tight little range, and I'm not getting the reaction I'm looking for here. Yeah, you have nothing on the 5 minute yet either, hey? We're just looking at it at a 1. The 5 hasn't broken yet. 15's nowhere near being broken yet. We do have this immediate rebalance here, though. There's the retest in the range there. I'm not gonna, this is a block, so you want, unless you have a nice big displacement candle through here and through this level, I'm not interested in this now. It's where you get beat up too much time, and you just keep giving back lots of little nickel and dime trades, and you just keep getting taken out. So I see nothing off of here other than this to here. We're in the discount portion already. This is where you got to stay on the horse, you guys. You got to stay focused, especially if you take some losses like this. You got to stay focused. Don't let your negative thoughts start to consume you here. Just stay focused on staying on the horse. Stay on the horse. This is where you develop your focus, your self-control. If it's not a good day for Hadi, it doesn't mean to say it's a bad day for the rest of you. So stay focused on the rest of it. It's not a good day for me either, but it hasn't been a good day. Let's put it that way. So it doesn't mean to say the rest of the day is not going to give me an opportunity. So just sharpen up your focus and just give yourself a little bit more room for a better setup. That's all. Or if you're feeling that frustration that's taking you over, then move to the sidelines and stop trading for the rest of the day. Just wait for your setup is like a chess match, right? You're losing some good pieces right now, so keep your focus. Or go. Exactly. Go talk to your bees. Tell your bees how about your vacation, Derek. Get that good hum going. This is where you start to make some, if you're running a business, you make a couple of bad decisions in your business. It's not over. Don't write off your day. Don't write off your week. Don't write off stuff. Just stay focused. Get regrouped. You'll get it. You'll get back in there. Just wait for something clean to set up in here. So let's look at oil here. %62% right off this order block here. What's our Bitcoin doing? Ooh, Bitcoin just almost hit our little objective right here. I still want to see it pop into that. Then look for lower time frame rejection off of that. So 15 minute, 1 minute. So close. Change in direction. Right back up into perfect. See that, how we broke the low here? We broke this little run up into an area we're expecting to see some change in direction. So your internal range liquidity hunting here from here down to here. So here, if it breaks that low, which it does right there, and starts to trade back into it, and we said this is the ideal place right here. If we're wrong, and it pops through, it comes back, gives you an opportunity to get out of the trade before taking the high, or sometimes it just runs straight through. So look right there. See that? It hits it, holds on it. That's the perfection you're looking for. That's how you want price action to hit, and then start to pull away, pull away, pull away, take out the low, move yourself to break even, pay yourself, come back in. Now you want to see support at this discount array right here. This is exactly what we're looking for in cleaner price action, which we're not getting right over there. So I don't beat myself up over price not acting the way I want it to act. So I want to see that level right there, hold price. Look at that, perfect. Now you want to see this level get broken to the downside again. So as you trade up into it, it breaks it to the downside. Then you want to hunt for internal range liquidity from here to here. That's a premium area. Here's your discount area. You find that right there. And then you draw across. And you say, I want to see price break below here and then trade back into this level to go lower. Before taking out that low, ideally, you want to see that one come back and tag it. So if you see it trading back inside this range, there's 50%. It's hit already. So if we retrace back, you say, this is what we're looking for this morning in NQ on the higher time frame, like hourly in that. We're looking for this retracement back. So this is like the consolidation we had yesterday and this morning. And that just a little pop up here that we're looking for over here. See, this is, imagine this area here, and we're looking for a retracement back into that discount box I had over here, which is the 4 hour. Sorry, let me go to the 1 hour here so you'll see what it was I'm looking for. See, there's a little consolidation. You want to see it trace back into that 1 hour, hold, and then roll over. That's why we're calling those specific levels. We want to see it hold and go back lower, right? So same kind of thing here. You want to see, this is that consolidation I was just talking about. You want to see it trace back into that level and then go low. Sorry, consolidation, this level right here, trace back into that level and then go lower. And this is what we're looking for. Start off the day, trade higher, hit that level, then go lower. That's the setup I was looking for today in NQ. When we started trading, let me get over to where we're at. See this consolidation? I want to see this trade up into this level right here. And then I wanted to see it roll over and come back down, which is exactly what this did right there. See that? That was the setup I was looking for this morning. And then when it started trading through it, you start to go, I'm going to go, when you heard me say, I changed to bullish the moment we get above this. See how we get above it and start running high? And the perfection is you don't want to see that high right there get broken. Not even with a wick. Does this make sense? You don't even want to see the wick take that out. So look at that. Boom. Hits it nicely and then rolls over and starts coming lower. Takes out our discount level. You go, excellent. Now I want to see this low get taken. Trades below it. Then I want to see it trade back into this candle or this candle, which is the little breaker that takes out this little wick here. I want to see it hit that right there with perfection and then start going lower. So hit that, went lower, rejection block, pay yourself at rejection blocks. So now if it takes out this high, we're back into this range and I'm looking for this level here. That's much cleaner price action. And that's exactly what I'm looking for. And so if I get beat up in that little crazy shit that I was in, I don't care. I don't care. I know my analysis of price action is spot on. I'm just getting wicked and beat up in a consolidation, which happens. And look at that sucker, still rolled over and came lower anyway. And I wanted it to go lower, and it just came back and cleaned me out. Rejection block, that's all it hit, rolled over, and now it's going lower. So now I want to see it break through here with a nice clean candle. Take this out and use this like we were talking about over here. I want to see this happen right here and then go lower. Does that make sense? And we've got time and price now. So you've got relative equal highs above you here still. And now we're still stalling in here. So that tells me lunch hour would be a nice little pop up here. Take this out. Dig deeper into that 15-minute level there. Right? Dig deeper into this 15-minute level. Take these highs out. Dig into that, roll over, and then finally come lower. But if this is the turn, then you want to see your 5-minute get taken right here and use this as support to go lower. That will also give you this break in structure here and use that as support to go lower as well. See how that's holding? Bees are all knowing. They are. Macro time, 11 a.m. It's coming. Trying to find the bus. Just waiting. I'm short. Craig is short on MS. There's that nice little retrace back into our premium box. Hit it nicely. Now I want to see it react off of here. So go down to your 5-minute level. You want to see that get taken on the downside. It's closing on it. So you want to wait for a pop below here now. And then use this as support to go lower. But you want to see a market structure shift here, Craig. Unless you're just totally keen on hitting that premium box and then reversing off of there. There you go. We're below that level now. Come back, give it a little tap. Again, no market structure shift yet. So just wait. You've got to change in direction for sure. We got to change the direction up there. This is kind of where it pisses me off now because I was right going lower and just that little retracement back kept knocking me out. Son of a bitch. Okay, it's okay. I got to get my head around this. So I'm waiting for a structure shift now. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. There's the retest in that level we're looking for. Now you want to see it go lower. Sorry about that. Hopefully you put your mute button on and that you didn't have to endure too much of that bell ringing away in the background there. That's the test. Oh, right on the money there. Going lower now. That pisses me off. Okay. So we still have our high forming. 5 minute. Wait for this 5 minute to trade below there. Wait for a body to get below there. And then you could run all the way back up to here. All the way back up and retest this one more time. 3, 2, 1. There, good. Now retest the low. Right there. Natural gas is dumping. What's going on with natural gas? Oh yeah, that's really on a tear. Gold just does not want to go down now. Just wants to keep ripping up to 5,000 bucks. What's euro doing? So we wanted to see British pound bullish today, and that's a nice little bullish run. Nice. We looked for this premium box. We went through it. Went higher, change in direction. So we want to wait for a structure break here if you want to start aiming for a discount box again. Gary, are you watching it? Keep an eye on your banks, man. Keep an eye on your banks. You want to see these levels have got to hold now. What was that could be there? Target's been hit. This is a body breaks above the high, come back, use the highest support, go higher. These targets are done. I think, Craig, you were short on the ES, are you not? I'd love to see this attack the morning low now. These relative equal lows. There's lots of liquidity sitting down here. I'd love to see them attack that now. And look for 147, 147.5. I agree. This one's not being that much more compliant. See how you finally traded below that level? All this open and close stuff you don't want to see. You want to see a commitment to going lower. Trade back into it now, and now you want to see this come lower. And you want to see it dig into this 50% of this range here. %50 will put you here. You don't want to see it climb above here. We have no market structure shift on a 5-minute yet. You just got an internal range liquidity from here to here. So when you're hunting for, just so you're aware of this, this is not a market structure shift yet in ES. You got your premium above 50% of this range, and you have 62%. Pay yourself on the way down. You're into this rejection block on the way down. All of a sudden it comes back up and we're inside here again. So whether you're buffering this, you keep shorting this internal range and you keep trading the internal range, then now you're inside a smaller range here. So if you start to climb through that, you're on the wrong side of it. And you have, because you haven't got market structure break yet. So you want to see a change in direction with a market structure shift and using this wick as support to go lower. And see how you're starting to climb above it already? That's the chop. You don't want to see it get above here, finally supported that. That you want to see act like a bull trap. It didn't. It traded above it here. You tapped it here. Oops. And now it's going higher. So you're inside this range now. So watch, see if 12 o'clock takes this high out, and then look for a reversal. Or move to the side. I'm moving to the sidelines now. My 8:30 to 11 o'clock, 11:30 trade time is done. You got to be super nimble this morning. Yes, it's right back to its rejection block again and tapping this old 15-minute or an hourly high. Was it hourly? No, I think it was 15. Yeah, first there's P1. P2 is here. It just seems Bitcoin's been the cleaner trading today. It's holding. As soon as it did this, this is where it starts to clean up a bit. Comes down, taps the discount. Back up into the breaker. Trades through this level, into that level. Perfect. Goes lower, extends the range. Change direction. Trades back into it here. Extends the range. It's a lot cleaner here. Got nothing for you right now, guys. There's nothing in here for you to risk anything on. Look for a lunch hour run on the highs here, I think, and then see if that gives us our turn point. That's okay, Derek. That's when you realize that you go into that kind of pattern and your brain goes into, I was marrying an idea and I'm having a tough time with the divorce, then that's okay. You just sit there and talk to the bees about it. The divorce from the idea you're looking for. It's like me, I was marrying the idea of, I wanted to see it go higher, marrying the idea of a reversal. So I wanted that reversal so much that I took 3 hits trying to marry the idea. And there was opportunities there. Unfortunately, the stop loss would have to have been above the high. And I would have seen, when we were seeing this change in direction, you go, oh, I'm in the wrong side. And you're like, I don't want to see it get above there. It does. Then you say, I don't want to see it get above here. It does. The stop loss was still sitting up there, and then it reversed on you. See, there's no reason for this to start doing this, switching over and tap it again. Then it starts to go more reasonable. Perfect, 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 perfect. Run lower, take the low, change direction, come back inside, go higher. So I'm with you, man. My focus is just trying to stay back on get back on the horse again and say, where has it changed up on me? And I don't want it to get too far ahead that I go, I've lost the range again. Now I'm out. There's nothing worse than you call the turn and you go, now I have to commit to this being the breaker that I don't want to see get taken. And it breaks it and then still comes back down and goes lower. That whole area there was totally not what I was expecting. But, you know, this here was what I was looking for here. This level, all this, I didn't want to see. This is what I wanted to see. Trade below it, trade back into it, go lower, take the low. All that was not anticipated. Nature of the beast, though. It happens. And now you've got this a new change in direction after taking a low. Change of direction. Your bull trap gets broken, comes back and found support at it. And now you're looking for the next bull trap to break, and it has. Come back inside it, find support. Now you're waiting for the next bull trap to break, and then continue going higher. Yeah, that's my objective in DAX. Those targets I gave you the other day, albeit long to get there, it finally got there. I have my carrot up here last night. Just wanted to see these highs get taken and then see if we can get back into that range. We did. And you see that range get broken. That level we're looking for there gets taken, come back and found support at it. And now you want to see it get higher. Now this high gets taken here on the high. Body comes back inside it, goes higher. First target's there. So now that you've broken high, move your stop loss to break even plus the cost of your trade. You don't want to see this candle's mean threshold get traded back through. So if you've entered in off that candle's long there, move your stop loss to just below the mean threshold of that candle and aim for here. Or you could follow it up. Each one of the, another way to do it is follow up the previous candle's close. It's low. You don't want to see this. So that you want to see it run straight for that. If it rolls over here now, look for an institutional order flow entry drill, graded response, A, B, C, and then the D is the full fill. And if we start getting through that, it fails. That's your change in direction, right? That's 3 standard deviations from here. Which one would you be pulling off of there, Derek? He's the deviation dude. Oops. He's the standard deviation fella. This one, I like this one. Didn't quite take out the high. Looking for that to run here. There's a 15-minute order contract. What are you talking about, Ahmed? 15-minute order contract. We do have a 15-minute here and a 15-minute here for upside. And if this takes off now, guys, this could be like crazy freaking run higher and totally not what we were looking for. That could be just another boost to like 23, 25.3, 25.4, somewhere around here. If we get above these levels here, look for a huge run higher. These markets are bursting, ready to burst. Did you call me a deviated dude? You agree with that one? We'll see if we hit 3 standard deviations. So take profit model 4 will be a wherever your second standard deviation is. So if you're, oops. Oh, we got that one. So your stop loss will be sitting right there. If you're using take profit model 4. So you'll be just below this BISI. So you want to see institutional order flow entry drill. A pluses continue going higher. You want to see that stay open now. And you know D fails. So if you sit trade through that, takes you out, then it takes you out. And if you can get to third, you pay yourself at third. And then if you start to run through that, you get to fourth, move your stop loss to 3. Pay yourself at 4. And that's a 4 banger. And it happens to be right off the top of this one here, which is a previous level I had. One, I think it was 2 standard deviations from down here, 2 or 3 standard deviations from down here, I think. Let me just double check this. Nope, wasn't that one. Nope. I'm just trying to find out where I got that one from. Nope. I don't know where I got it from. Might have been on a different time frame. Either way, that 3 standard deviations is what I'm looking for from this one here. You're welcome. An old day trader. Aching joints, hey? Sorry to hear that, Craig. Yeah, I get it, man. I haven't golfed since my last surgery, or since I had my injury at work. I haven't golfed. I don't know if I can handle the twisting of my back for golfing. It'd be like more of a croquet kind of golf. Go up there, put the step on the ball, whack it with another one. Yeah, I think on my big drive days are behind me. And it's supposed to be as you get older and retiring, right? You're supposed to be enjoying golf. I don't know if I could do that anymore. But I do like going for a swim. It's much easier on your joints. You should try swimming, Craig. See if that helps. It's a lack of cartilage and joint pain. Scientists have developed a pretty neat solution and not available yet. Go to Russia or no, Russia, Germany. I tell you that ONZ, that place I went to for my back surgery or my neck surgery, they were doing cartilage stuff back then and rebuilding cartilage. Those are the dudes you want to talk to. They're yeah, I trust my spine to those guys. I couldn't trust you. I wouldn't say that about Canadian surgery. I haven't found a. I've had 4 lower spine surgeries in Canada, and that's the one I'm having the most problems with. I do like that disc replacement stuff versus the fusions. This just seems so archaic now. See how we broke that level? Come back, find support at it. Looking for a continuation. I'm not touching this now. I'll take my 3 hits and move to the sidelines for the day. This is really a waste of time, honestly, for me. I'd love to hang out, but much to do this week. So I'll see you tomorrow. Appreciate all you guys. Thanks, Derek. Appreciate you, man. That's a nice little pop there. Oops. That's precision. That's what you want to see. You don't want to see all waffling around. It's tap it and go. Tap it and go. That is precisely what you're looking for. But after getting beat up, how many would actually take that? And look at that run. Give me my PLP level. I used to hit 300-yard drives. Yeah, me too. I used to crack that ball. I remember going out golfing with my dad one day and just nailed this ball. It was like 305 yards. And my dad was like, look at that. And I've only ever hit 1 hole in one in my entire life. And it was like a 250, 280 yard drive on the Kananaskis golf course. I can still see it, man. These people were on the green with like, we'll tee off. We're not going to be anywhere near those guys. I cracked this ball. It was like a rocket. And then I just started screaming because I saw it heading for them. We're screaming, far, watch out. And they looked down and it went book onto the green. It rolled. And then I thought, what happened? Did it go off the back? And then I suddenly, they were like jumping up and down and they're like pointing at the hole. And I'm like, no way. And they were excited for me, man. So I put my score sheet out. I marked it up there. I was like, that's my hole in one. I'm never going to ever get again in my lifetime. Darren, you just swing your club somewhere else now. That's right. I like scuba diving. It's so much more. You're suspended in the water. The problem is trying to put the tank on and go off the boat. So it's nice if you get them to drop your gear into the water and then you just jump in, clip yourself in, and then when you're done, just inflate your BCD and let them haul it all out for you. Hey, you're welcome, Hadi. We'll see you next week, buddy. Well, we'll see you here again tomorrow, but next week's our time. Next week's our time. Yeah, not available to the public yet for the cartilage. I'd look into that. I bet you they got some experimental stuff. Or look down in, I know a lot of those ONZ guys are down in Mexico, because Mexico has a little bit more lenient research and allows these guys to do some exploring, because I know they're doing some new interesting disc replacement stuff down there that's not available yet. In other places, we'll look for a new show. Come bottom of the hour. I took one nice trade in the 15-second chart, but still red, looking for another A+ setup. And you're pretty bold there, Hadi. You're catching some nice, oh, there's a nice little trade right there. Is that the one you caught, the 222? That's a nice catch there. This one didn't give you anything. This one gave you an A level setup or a B level set. Now it's an A level setup right there. Come all the way down, just tap the top of the BISI, first 25%. That's an A level setup. Run higher, clear out this high here. Right there. You're looking for a retest. Don't get it. You get an A+ right there, or an A level right there. I like that one. We traded below this level, testing this level. Look for a run down into this level here again now. That's it. The 15-second reversal. You're looking for what are the possible short levels now. So you're fully up inside this premium box now, done and dusted. Now I want to see this. We'll see if that holds, because you're right into that premium, and you've already wicked into the rejection block. Well, this one anyway. That one's not quite hit yet. 799. You get up on top of this, look for the highs. Look for new highs. See, this is kind of the cool thing here. You see how this 15-minute here? See how we run above it? You come back inside it. Boom. You just keep hitting it, and then finally run to the premium. Discount, premium. Stop loss sits here. Let her buck. Come back a couple of days later. Did your trade pan out? Yeah, it did. You ignored all that stuff. Do you just hold it and trust it? So, Craig, you want to see a market structure shift still. This turns into a fair value gap. Trade through it. Support it. Internal range liquidity hunt. Look for this wicks. Split the wick into quarters and look for the open mean threshold. Eat through that, then start running for the lows. Look for that lower time frame retest of a SIBI that gets broken, and then run for market structure shift on a 5-minute or 15-minute. So you got 15-minute ones are potentially forming here. So unless those get broken, you're looking for more upside. Create a new wicks. No bodies get above here. So internal range liquidity is, yeesh, even that's not that great on a 15-minute chart. What's a 5-minute look like? There's a change in direction right here on a 5. No fair value gap above, it's below. So this is the one you want to see it retested here. That's a nice little pump up. This is broken down. Come back, find support at this, and look for a run back into this range. Old high, look for 50%. Get a nice little reversal off there on a 5-minute in oil. And then your internal range liquidity and potentially running back to all this stuff down here. So watch that level and watch these. Didn't get my PLP. Very close. 2 handles, I'd be okay with that. 15-second. So here's an interesting thing to see. So you've broken this little high here, right? You've got a low, you got a swing, you broke the high, so now you want to see this high held in place. So see how this returns? Watch. Here, here, and then what's the line in the sand? We all see the line in the sand is what? It's the mean threshold of this last up close candle right here. So if we trade through that and we trade back into it, you're looking for a continuation for this little guy down here. So we traded through it, we came back into it, right back into that discount box that's left untouched, unfinished, hits it, then we trade through it, trade back into it, and then do a range extension. See how tight that range is, but it's still bouncing off of those those PD arrays, and it's still setting that change in direction up for you. Not that you would trade it, but just watching how price is acting off of specific levels extends the range. Then you're pulling back into this range again, and there's really nothing else left for you here other than trade into the mean threshold of that candle, go higher, and you're between this candle and that premium. We're already through this one, so I want to see us reach for this one here now. Oh, well, you keep coming back to here, below it, above it, below it, into it. You lose the mean threshold of that candle now. Look for the lows. So wait for this to get broken, this to get broken, that to get broken. These are kind of overlapping here from there to there. I would have all of these as like suspension block. No, that's not. That's got to be below it. So there's that upside one right here. Get through that. Find some support at that. Good. Come back. Give this a little tap. And if it keeps going, then look for this one. Provide the tap. So watch how this acts right now. There. Now we've closed above that level. I want to see this tap here or come back to that mean threshold again. Tap that and go higher. Anywhere inside here is like send it to the premium level up here now. And see how you hit it? Done. Now get on top of that. Yeah, baby. Come back down, give it a little tap. Good. Anywhere inside there is fine. Go higher. You don't want to see it break through there and come lower now, because this is our mean threshold's been, well, mean threshold's hit. It's holding price. Now we're trading through it, back inside that range. So keep your eyes on the mean threshold of that candle. It's holding. And we're back through here. So you're right in the discount portion now. This candle here has been hit. I like that one there. Hold and keep coming higher. Get through, you're already through this. That's that discount cluster that we had over here. Consolidation. Cam model 1. Now you don't want to see it starting to eat through here again. You don't want to see that action. Oh yeah, I guess right here I see this. Okay. We didn't get a chance to fill it, and now you filled it. Okay, I see where it's going. Look at this guy here. Now you don't want to see it get through when it's already through it now. Oh, the bodies are still on it. See that little wick? Beep. Oops. Little wick pop through there. Body's still respecting it. Now let's get through this level here. Not to mention getting robbed or kidnapped. My friend from Mexico just went down to get new discs inserted in his knees. Not knee replacements. Wow, they got disc replacements in your knees now. Wow, that's interesting. I would imagine those would be huge leverage on them things. That would be cool to see a disc replacement surgery for knees and not whole knee replacements. It's amazing how science. I remember doing my OR rotation for my paramedics, and I got to sit in because we had to practice intubation. So you intubate patients when they go to sleep. That's all that we're there for, is to intubate people. And I got to go in on a knee surgery or hip replacement surgery. Oh man, it's like watching a bunch of carpenters go to work. They had this guy's hip right out. They'd sawed off the head of the femur, and they were ching, 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 taking this titanium rod, and they're just driving it down, and they stick it back into his hip, and they're moving it around, checking rotation, pop it back out, ching, ching, and they're hammering this thing out. I'm like, oh man, if this dude only could saw what they were doing to his hip. And then, yeah. Or I saw this one where this guy had a AAA, which is called an abdominal aortic aneurysm. So it's a big blink. Your artery starts to balloon, and then it can burst. And because your aorta is one of the main blood vessels, whereas the main blood vessel coming off the top of your heart, it drops down into your abdomen and becomes a descending aorta. So this abdominal aortic aneurysm was just bulging. So they had all his guts were out. And there was this little Asian doctor. I thought it was like Bring Your Kid to Work Day. She looked so young, but she had all his guts were inside this big drape, all pulled out of him, hollowed out. And they were down in there digging out his, fixing his arteries. So they had it split open, and they're putting this Dacron graft in at the bifurcation between his aorta and into his iliac arteries. And it had stitched the top of it, and they came back, and they're like, oh, come back in a little bit, we'll have the blood flow up and running, because they check, they have a timer up on the wall on how long they've shut off blood supply to his legs. And they stitch in this thing. I come back, and they're like, they're testing it, blood's coming out of it. They're like, yep, okay, that's good. They tie it in, fold the artery back over the top, and then I'm like, this guy's guts. And then they throw all his guts back in, and they literally take the guy and they go, and they shuffle him so his guts settle inside this thing. I'm like, don't you like kind of lay him back in there nicely? And they're like, no, that'll all sort itself out. I'm like, oh my God. If people knew, they're not gently handling you. They're shaking this guy's guts around like they're just shaking Jello to find a nice flat spot. It was crazy. Anyway, I've seen some very interesting surgeries. Look at that turnaround. What damn. Run higher. See how we just extended that range? You get these tiny little range extensions. That's it. That's all you get. Then it comes back, eats through it, and you're like, oh, you're on the wrong side of it again now. You wanted to see it tap this and go. This is one of those frustrating type things where you get a tiny little range extension and you have to pay yourself at the high, because if you don't and it turns back on you, you get this kind of crap happening to you, right? All the way back down into that discount box again. And you don't even get a retest of this right away. It just comes straight to it. Takes out a stop loss if you were sitting way down here. That's why you pay yourself at the highs. Rejection block, pay yourself. And that's the discipline you have to have. Because if you don't, you're just waiting for it to go higher and it switches up on you. You think, oh, I should have paid myself here and here. Didn't. Move your stop loss quickly. Comes back against you, you're out. Because this is where you want to see it just tap this, leave. That's just great. Then you want to see it come back into that imbalance right there. Tap it and go. You go, whoa, whoa, where are you going? You're not supposed to come back through here. Oh, man, you've already retested this. Why are we? Oh, no, you're going lower. You're definitely on the wrong side of it. So you got that whole box overlap here and box overlap. Those two are literally overlapping each other. Would not do that. Way too risky. Not to mention risk of getting robbed or kidnapped. You're worried about Mexico getting robbed and kidnapped? Wow. I guess if he lives there, it's a different story. Yeah. And he is from Mexico. I won't go there again. Nice bull flag. Hey, people still make money off bull flag. Yeah, that's right. People like you discourage me from surgery. I know. If you get a good surgeon, and trust me, I had no choice. There's nothing more terrifying than to have a little bit of medical knowledge, realize that your neck is screwed when you go to bed at night and you feel like someone's turning you off, just shutting you down from your neck down. The panic is, is the pressure on the spinal cord. The panic you feel like I'm being turned off. You can't breathe. You feel like this whole, it's a weird feeling to describe it because of one of your bulging discs in your neck's creating some pressure on a nerve in some way. It's a terrifying feeling. And then to think, I'm going to go all the way over to Germany, trust somebody I have no idea about. If they screw this up, I can't sue them. I have nobody over there to protect myself against. I could get totally screwed here, right? But I need the surgery because what's the alternative? In Canada, they want to put rods and screws in your entire neck. That just does not seem even remotely fun for me. My dad had a little fusion in his neck and he's got limited movement. They want to do all 7. I would have been literally like this the whole time. Forget that. So now it's like, do I stay in my country and get a free surgery, or do I pay to go to another country, risk all of that with a stranger I don't even know, to risk my neck going through the front of my neck, not the back, hitting something like the carotid artery or hitting the vagus nerve or hitting something crucial in there and paralyzing me for life, or creating a brain aneurysm or not brain aneurysm, but a blood clot to my brain and stroking me out in another country. And then my family has to manage bringing me back. All those thoughts went through my head. And then when you finally get to the realization, you go, I got to trust these guys. I've seen enough evidence. I've seen what they do. I even saw one of the surgeries, ching, ching, ching. And I'm thinking, oh my God, they're hammering away inside my neck as they hammer in these new discs. And you're like, oh my God, you got to trust these guys. They've done thousands of them. So I'm like, if I'm going to trust someone, I want the chief of surgery. So I chose the chief of surgery. And I don't care how long I have to wait. When he's free, I'll take him. He's the guy. He's the head dude who knows what they're doing. Not that the other guys don't, because they're amazing as well. But I want the guy who's inventing the technique, who's doing it all. So, and then to fly over there, get to the airport. You're nervous enough as it is. You get to the airport and your person to pick you up isn't there. the person who's supposed to pick you up, you think, oh no, so now your brain goes to, I've just got screwed out of $70,000. This was an online scam. I've flown all the way to Germany and there's no one here. Panic. You think, oh no. I brought my wife and I'm just standing in an airport and there's no one there. And they said there would be someone there to meet me. And I was like, oh no, what am I going to do now? I'm out 70 grand. I've got this neck injury. I've got all this stuff going on, the anxiety of all that. So I went, I'm going to go and phone the guy in Canada. So I had to phone back to Canada. And he phoned around and they said, oh, the guy's your driver's in Russia. They're sending another one. It's like, Russia? Aren't they at war right now? What the hell's he doing in Russia? Like, no, don't worry. You know, you're fine. You're fine. So then they pick you up and you get to the hospital and you go, I got to trust these guys. I got to trust they know what they're doing. And then when you fully trust it to it and you give yourself to the process, and then when you come out, the pain was unfreaking believable. Because you get 4 levels in your neck stretching you out. It's there's my PLP finally hit. And again, your neck's being stretched from the inside out. It's excruciating pain, but I would recommend it. Despite all the pain I went through, I would totally recommend it. And I trust those guys. They were amazing. And the care you get there is second to none. It's really, really good. So if you're getting your knee done, definitely recommend seeing those Germans. They know what they're doing. They can build a car. They can build a they can build a body. It's good, solid German engineering. Anyway, that's my story. See you later, Adi. I guess he's gone already. Maybe turn around, get me the chief. I don't trust a junior with my haircut. If you want a surgery cheaper and safer one, come to Turkey. Yeah, I know Turkey's got they got some really interesting hospitals you can go to, and you can get certain people go on these health vacations where they go in the hospitals in Turkey and they get a full blood work, they get a full workout, and they talk to specialists and they talk about the different results that they have. We're coming up for the 2.5 and the 3 on the standard deviation chart over here. So this is totally in the direction we wanted it to go, but it just kept going. We didn't get a reversal. So don't even marry the idea of that now. Just let her buck. Look for new highs. 274. That's the all-time high. And I'm not buying into any of this until we take out this whole low downside. You got a small little structure shift here, but you're going from box to box. That's what I'd be trading inside this lot here if you're looking for a run. Not seeking external range liquidity until we get below the swing here. Software engineer. I was thinking about going back to building some bots. I got this bot idea to trade the market at specific times and for a specific setup. I'm just putting it on a demo account and letting it run, see if it works for a while. I had a guy, Richard, and his brother Steve, we used to meet up on Sundays and just do so many bots. We come up with bot ideas. We laugh our freaking heads off. We come up with some crazy fun stuff, and just to bounce ideas off of people. Like, I'm really looking forward to this little summit we got in Toronto, because to bounce ideas off of people, my brain loves that stuff. I come up with some new ideas, bouncing stuff off of people, feeling the energy in the room. Oh, it's great. And we used to do that every Sunday. We did for hours. It would start off as an hour or two, then ended up turning into 3-4 hours long. And we just talk about bots and different trading stuff. And then I'd sit there and spend hours and hours and hours, hundreds of hours, building bots on ideas that we had. But the problem is, the bot, this has to be traded on an MT4, MT5, which are old archaic systems. Watch this. Imbalance, like to like. A few more minutes and I'm done. There's 2.5 standard deviations there at 260. This is the box. We hit it. Tell you, this Bitcoin's been acting a lot better than the other stuff has, for sure. All right. I think that's going to be it for me. Thanks for tuning in, you guys. I appreciate it. If you're new and you like what we're doing, like, subscribe. We're here every day for you. So I'm out of here. As usual, sending the love, my friends. Take care of each other out there. Be kind to each other. No need for violence. Just talk your problems out. If you've got a problem, talk it out. You don't have to resort to violence. Even if someone disagrees with you, even if somebody's completely against your belief, no reason for violence. Just be kind to each other, man. We're all just spinning around on this big blue marble hurtling through space anyway, so we're all in it together. Be kind to each other, and thank you so much, everyone. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a safe and happy day.